Okay, well, let's talk about what else but HDFC Bank. I promised you, right? A lot of HDFC Bank through the course of the day, and why not? We have Sriram Velayudhan, who is Vice President, Alternate Research at IIFL Securities. Sriram, good to have you with us here. Good morning. Thanks for your time. Prashant, this side. Now, 2 points. One, the review, MSCI review is in August. Most likely the weight should go up. So you can confirm that. But more importantly, how much of this is in the price and how much of this is yet to play out? And what we're talking about between $3 and $4 billion. So if you can sort of weigh in there as well. Sriram. Sriram, can you hear us? Okay, I think we lost it.
Yeah, got disconnected.
Yeah, you're back. We can hear you, Sriram. Go on. Did you get my question?
Hi.
My point.
Sure.
Hi. My question was, I'll repeat that, was how much of this news is in the price and how much of this is likely to play out? When we say $3 to $4 billion worth of buying has to take place, that's about, 9-10 days worth of buying. How much of that is sort of, how pre-positioning has taken place and how much is likely to play out? Sriram, go on.
Sure, Prashant. Good morning. So HDFC Bank weight up event has been one of the closely followed events in the Indian markets. So we were expecting this to happen. We have been highlighting this in your shows as well, in your earlier shows as well. So finally, it has panned out. The foreign room has opened about 25%. And as a result of this, the adjustment factor will be revised from half to 1. This should lead to passive inflows of roughly $2.8 to $3 billion. Now, Prashant, coming back to your question, in terms of positioning, what we have seen is, interestingly, till the end of June expiry, the stock has been witnessing short covering. So currently, at this juncture, the futures open interest aggregates to roughly $2.9 billion. It is safe that there will be an arbitrage angle as well here who would like to make the most of the basis. Let's say in terms of positioning, half of this or roughly around about 1.5 billion odd should be futures positioners. Coming back to the cash delivery post-election results beginning 5th of June, aggregated delivery markup in their name is roughly $4.5 billion. So when you look at these figures, this makes us believe that a reasonable quantum of positioning is in place. Correct. And I'm only talking about the passive inflows here. A lot of active fund managers also will keep the stock on radar. Because let's not forget, in terms of FPI portfolio allocation, there will be certain pockets who will be, equal weight or underweight in the name. And we won't rule out...
Sriram, sorry, we'll get to actives in a bit, and that's a very important point, which is lesser discussed. But my question is, so you're saying that, 50-60% of the passive positioning is already in, you would say?
50% of the passive positioning is in, yes.
Okay, so about 50% is yet to play out, and that will happen basically starting today.
Starting today, it will play out. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So we are expecting.
Yeah. Go ahead. Complete your point.
Yeah. Sure. So, we anticipate a further up move of 4 to 6% in the name in the run up to the T-Bal event.
Okay, that was actually my question. What is the kind of run-up that you're expecting?
Yes.
So you said passive inflows currently of $2.8 to $3 billion. What is the kind of active inflows that we're expecting in HDFC Bank going forward? And how is the FPI positioning at the moment?
Overall, Sonia, if you look at on an aggregated basis, let's not forget the fact that HDFC Bank, still FPIs on an average are overweight in this name. But there will be certain pockets who will be underweight or equal weight in this name. And these funds might end up adding HDFC Bank now that the weight up is finally happening.
Okay, all right. Hi, Sriram. Good morning.
The number here is like this. Yeah.
Difficult to put a number. All right, Sriram, first of all, congratulations. You have been bang on with regard to this analysis. And when you joined the channel as well, we asked you a few times and you were quite confident. So good on that. Now, my question to you is HDFC Bank's weight is going to move up. but it will come at the cost of a couple of stocks. Will there be some Indian listed companies that will see a weight decrease? Or since it's part of a global index, it'll be more global in nature in terms of the reduction. Someone's weight will come down for HDFC's weight to go up, right?
Sure. So, Nigel, the HDFC Bank's weight up should add a decent quantum of weightage to India's weight in the overall emerging market basket.
Yes.
I don't have a hold on what is happening in the other emerging markets, but this will turn out to be pretty significant, assuming that the weight up happens in one tranche. So, rightly, as you rightly pointed out, it should ideally be as I said, I don't have a hold of what is happening in South Korea, Taiwan, China and all. Other things remaining constant, if I keep the prices constant, assuming that it will be a funding cell for the other emerging markets, it will be, the weight up will be funded from the constituents, other constituents as well, of Indian constituents as well. So, all these would fund a weight up in HDFC Bank.
Okay, but it won't come at the cost of any of the Indian listed companies is the point I want to make. What's happening globally, that will keep aside. HDFC Bank's weight goes up. No analysis in terms of whose weight comes down from the Indian listed company.
No. We have done that as well. So in terms of ADV, ADV, Nigel, it wouldn't have much of an impact because ideally what happens is, so the stocks which have a relatively higher weight in the index ideally have to be sold to fund a weight up or fund a buy. There will be additions as well, let's not forget.
So where does the weight go down, Sriram? Which names?
In terms of impact, Prashant, it would be the likes of Reliance, TCS, Infosys and all, which have a higher weight in the index. But in terms of ADV, it should not have that much of an impact because all these are very, very liquid names.
All right, because I'm looking at the top weighted stocks, that's Reliance, ICICI Bank, Infosys, and then HDFC Bank in that order on that weightage front. Just one more question. Now, everyone's quite excited. You're going to see flows. When's the next review? The next review, I think, should be in November, right? And is there a possibility, again, it gets into that sticky spot where, it comes down below this 25%, or is there no worry till it comes down to around 15%?
No, Nigel, one should not worry because we still have ample room. If it goes to 63.5 or 64%, that is where it becomes a cause of worry. And for that to happen, we have enough buffer right now.
Yeah, because otherwise it'll get tricky, right? Everyone jumps in and suddenly the next review again, it'll be a weight reduction.
Sriram, just a quick
long way to go.
Just a quick point. You said 4 to 6% rally will fully account for this move, right? For viewers who are watching. The stock perhaps has got about 4 to 6% to go, and then it will fully account for this news flow.
This is what we believe. This is what I believe. Yeah.
And this is only based on ETFs, passive, and does not account there's no way to account for what active fund managers will do, right? Although one can sense that they will also move in response to this. But your estimate is purely on the back of passive flows.
No, I'm accounting for to some extent active as well, Prashant.
Okay.
Because let's not forget, it's a large cap name. It has almost moved up by 10 to 15% over the past month, if I'm not wrong.
Okay. And again, very simply put, if I'm an active fund manager and I own HDFC Bank, in my portfolio, and I own little lesser than HDFC's weight in the benchmark, looking at HDFC Bank's weight going up, I perhaps go up proportionately to account for this weight increase, right? That's essentially where you're coming from.
Correct.
And that's
correct. Okay. Exactly. You put it right. For the domestics, it should not be a concern, best of my knowledge. Maybe for the foreign fund managers, this will be an issue.
Okay, all right, Sriram.
Yeah.
Sure. We'll leave it at that. Thank you for joining us so early this morning and explaining, the HDFC Bank news flow to us and how one should approach it. Well, that's going to be the big stock in focus. So let's slip into a quick break. On the other side, our list of the other stocks that you need to watch out for coming up soon.